Subaru's headed into uncharted territories. Literally, this is the Uncharted EV, and it's a straight copy and paste from Toyota CHR. We're going to get into the details of this vehicle today and how it is a bit strange for Subaru, and we'll see in which ways it does differ from the Toyota CHR. Guys, grab your snacks and drinks, buckle in, because we're going on an Uncharted journey. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kirk. I cover car news just about every single day. It's not every day you get a new Subaru model reveal. Most of their models have been around for quite some time, sometimes many decades, and their models exclusively come in all-wheel drive or symmetrical all-wheel drive, unless it's a rear-wheel drive sports car, the BRZ. But not anymore. Meanwhile, it's all-wheel drive only on the Toyota lineup, and Subaru, which is known for being all-wheel drive only brand, is actually offering front-wheel drive variants on the Premium, Sport, and GT trim levels. All right, up top we have Subaru's Uncharted, and on the bottom we have the Toyota CHR. It's the same car. There's slightly different styling. We have Subaru written across the rear liftgate instead of the light bar. They both have the same roofline spoiler. This looks like the same paint color between the two of them. They have the same baked-in third taillight into the tiny spoiler on top of the taillight area. And the rear bumper, well, it's a big block on the Subaru, and it has vertical reflectors where the Toyota, interestingly, it looks like these could be the turn indicators as well, baked into right above the rear bumper area. That's interesting. We'll have to see how that works out. But the reflectors are vertical in the Subaru and horizontal in the Toyota. They both have parking sensors. And I think the Toyota, I don't know. I think they look obviously about the same. Let me know which one you like better from the back. From the side, they're going to be about identical. And Subaru in the press release has two photos inside. And well, the only photos I have of the front of the vehicle are from the video that they provided. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at the front of the CHR here, and let's compare the two. All right, we have that hammerhead design from Toyota. I think the Toyota looks better. You have like this big old jaw underneath it, all this glossy black. It has fog lights in the same position as the CHR. I like the headlights from Subaru. It's just that this piece, this big gritting jaw at the bottom, looks a little off to me. So overall, the Toyota has the better looks up front, and therefore the better looks overall. And these headlights very much look like that design on the newly refreshed Solterra, which of course is all-wheel drive only, unlike this new Uncharted model. All right, so the front-wheel drive models are going to be 221 horsepower. The all-wheel drive models, 338 horsepower, 0 to 60, and they say under 5 seconds. Well, I've driven the BZ, the updated BZ with these motors, and it does 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. So expect close to that. It's just crazy fast. On sale early 2026, that's when we expect the CHR, so January, February time period. The CHR will be on sale here in the United States. Estimated range of more than 300 miles on premium front-wheel drive trim level. And I think, you know, as I'm thinking about EVs right now with the killing of the EV tax credit, incentives are dropping. This also coming in from Japan. This is actually built by Toyota at the Motomachi plant, I believe. So you have a lot of things going against this vehicle. And I remember when the CHR came out, that design, obviously it's not out yet, but the design was revealed for the North American market. People are like, man, I'd love to have this in a hybrid. You're not going to get it in a hybrid, unfortunately. It'd be great to have that. And I know Toyota could do that because this platform is, well, it's Toyota's ET-NGA platform, which is a modification of their K-Series platform. So it is doable to put a hybrid in here, but they're not going to do it. Charging is at 150 kilowatts, just like the Toyota BZ models, or should I say that you also have the BZ Woodland that Toyota will share with Subaru. That one will actually be built by Subaru, the BZ Woodland and the Trail Seeker variant from Subaru. So 10 to 80% around 30 minutes, even in cold weather conditions, because they have preconditioning system that works now here compared to the previous model years of the Solterra. 300 miles of range from the 74.7 kilowatt hour battery. 290 miles of range is going to be for the all-wheel drive models with the smaller wheels. So the 300 plus miles of range is going to be on the front wheel drive models. It also will have the NACS supercharging standard, so you'll be able to charge these things next to a bunch of Teslas at the Tesla superchargers. You'll have available pano roof on the GT trims. And lastly, let's cover the interiors, the Toyota versus the Subaru here. I think the only thing you're going to notice is a round steering wheel on the Toyota and the squircly steering wheel on the Subaru. I prefer a round steering wheel. Let me know what you guys prefer down below. The screens are the same. You just see Apple CarPlay here on the screen instead of Toyota's built-in software here. This is a new button built in now that allows you to quickly escape from Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. That's a new option on the Toyotas, I should say, with this software. This is Toyota software. I mean, this screen is plopped right out of a Lexus NX or RX. All right, it's exactly the same. Interior, well, it looks like ambient lighting is in the exact same spot. And the dash materials on the Toyota are different than what they are in the Subaru. The Subaru kind of has this dimpled texture where Toyota kind of has this kind of brushed aluminum look. It's not aluminum, it's a soft material, but it's kind of a mix between aluminum and wood. I think the Toyota's looks better. Let me know if you like the bright gray dash here as well. Of course, we have the dual phone chargers. I mean, it's pretty much exactly the same. Now, this one above has that, I think, the xDrive switch here. And I don't know if Toyota's is going to have that functionality in the CHR like it does in the BZ, no longer the BZ4X, for example. We'll have more details and pricing when it gets close to launch in early 2026. So that's why I don't want to go over too much of the features here because they can change, and we'll just have better details on the features and which trim levels that they come into. What do you think about this? It seems like every single Toyota EV is going to have a Subaru rebadging of it, and vice versa, because the BZ Woodland is a copy and paste from the Trail Seeker, which that is 100% built in the Gunma factory in Japan. All right, where this vehicle is going to be built by Toyota at the Motomachi plant. I'm kind of surprised here at the front wheel drive. I'm surprised that there isn't a lower power output all-wheel drive, like a 200 horsepower all-wheel drive like we have had on last year's Solterra, for example, around 200 horsepower all-wheel drive, and then you could have a range-topping 338 horsepower all-wheel drive. This just seems really strange here to have such a non-Subaru feeling that it's front wheel drive, or many of you have that option on half the trim levels or most of the trim levels, Premium, Sport, and GT. It's just very strange. And it being a coupe crossover is also strange to me. Subaru, when's the last time we've never had, like, I guess it's most in line maybe with an Impreza hatchback. All right. So it's kind of like an electric Impreza hatchback, I guess, with less functionality, I would say, on the inside. Let me know which design you prefer, the Toyota or the Subaru. Just the steering wheel, the circle steering wheel alone is enough to sway me towards the Toyota in. And you'll be able to get this for cheaper than the Toyota because the Toyota only comes in all-wheel drive, strangely. Right? It's not a Subaru. Subaru's always coming all-wheel drive unless it's a BRZ. So it's just really, really strange. Is Subaru headed into uncharted territory offering front-wheel drive? I don't know. I'll see you guys in the comments. Have a great day and peace.